Hello YouTube, this is Time Itself bringing you a game of domination on Subbase. Subbase is one of the maps where B is not only important, but it's very hard to capture, especially if the other team already has it. The Spetsnaz have a much better start here than the SEALs. They get to point first, and they can also shoot a grenade down that tunnel that the SEALs come out of initially when they rush the point, as you see I'm going to do here. This is definitely a suicide run. My teammate dies right behind me, but I am just trying to get some stuns behind that point to slow the Spetsnaz team down and let my teammates come from the other side and help me take the point. It works great there. To keep control of B at this point, we want to control both the top sides on either side of that long trench that runs through the middle of the map. We got to clear them off of these structures on their side. You can try to do that from the opposite side and just shoot across, but it's much more effective just to get in there, get behind them, run around, and try and cause as much confusion as possible. Not only can you take control of that side, but you can also move the spawn back, so they have a harder time retaking control. While I've still got this highly mobile class, I'm going to try and run around and take care of any gaps that enemies may have run through or spawned in, and keep them from getting behind us. Can I just get a show of hands? People who love SitRep Pro. Not only do I hear the guy, I see his claymore, I know he's over there. Easy kill. Yes, I could go invest in a very nice pair of headphones, but when you're next to your teammates, it's hard to tell who's the enemy and who's a friend. SitRep Pro takes care of that problem, and you can assume that anything you can hear is an enemy. I also like running FMJs when I've got SitRep. I kind of do two things at once: shoot through walls because you can hear people, shoot people's devices through walls, and take care of SitRep. It's going to take a long time to finish SitRep Pro, but yeah, keep working on it, it's good. And the occasional what the question mark, killing someone with an explosive device through a wall. Pretty funny. I think I'd keep running it just for that. I'm just going to hold on to this Predator and Precision Airstrike. I think it'll be more useful if they get back over to A. SitRep Pro tells me there's a guy behind me. FMJ, just shoot him through the wall. That P90 was working pretty well for me, but I think I'm going to take something a little longer range, pull out a FAMAS here. Same idea though, FMJs and SitRep Pro. I think part of me still really misses COD 4 because I like to run sleight of hand on my assault rifles. That extra quick aim down the sights reminds me of COD 4 a lot. A lot of fun with that. This guy has been trying to get back into that office the entire game. It had been stopping him. He's gotten back there finally. He doesn't seem too interested in actually going all the way around and taking A, but he is going to make it easier for his teammates to run back that way, and they could go take A, so I should probably try and deal with him. But recall here, the concern isn't so much that they're going to take over B from us, it's that they're going to get behind, take A, and then as we try to push back or push through and take C, they're going to get B at that point. I think I catch him off guard since his claymore exploded and I didn't come around that next door. He's looking at the wrong door, I bet. This position isn't too bad for shooting them as they come alongside there. I think I'll stay up here for a little bit. SitRep saves my life again. I can hear that guy running all the way underneath me and onto the stairs behind me. Just turn around and take him out. Now I've got a tack in on this class. Normally I wouldn't run it here. I think it's actually useful not to use it and see where you respawn when you do die. It actually gives you some more information. If I were to respawn at C, I would immediately tell my teammates, and they'd probably turn around and start looking for enemies to spawn at A, as that would be a sure sign that the spawns we're about to or we're already in the process of switching. I'm tempted to take out this chopper here, but I decided I'd rather be sure that I get my airstrike. We've been dominating them for the past 30 seconds or so that any time now, experience says they're going to end up at A. And sure enough, there's A. I don't know if this guy spawned over here or managed to run all the way back, but it's not a bad idea to try to get behind and take A. So again, it's one of the most effective ways to try and get yourself back into a game. In this case, they don't manage to take A, but three of us come back, probably more than we need, and they take C from us. I was already down to less than a full clip in that FAMAS, and since I'm not running Scavenger, I need to go ahead and look out for additional weapons to pick up with more ammo. I do have the Spaz as my secondary, and I'm not going to run that out of ammo, but it's just not as useful as a normal primary. I even swap weapons again, take this tar with the grenade launcher instead of that P90. Right here, take this guy, headshot him with his teammate's grenade launcher. How funny is that? I've had my kill streak running for a while now. I'm gonna go do something reckless, go try and dive, have some fun. This might be a little aggressive if we still had C. I'll have to be risking moving the spawn, but they have it, so we'll just have a little fun. But then my teammate goes and takes C. This guy runs past with a payback kill on me instead of taking C. That's probably why he's racking up quite a few kills, running around, not really paying attention to the points, just going for people. He's getting some air support for his team, but it's not enough to really win the game on its own. Just switch over to a stinger, take that and pesky thing out. Speaking of challenges that take forever to complete, what about the stinger challenges? What on earth was Infinity Ward thinking? Cold-Blooded Pro is 250, but the stinger challenges? They have to be helicopters, and with the stinger. It doesn't make any sense at all. Once again, we've been dominating them for a little while. Probably going to show up at A, right there, and I try to drop this precision airstrike on it. There must have been more than one on it, so take it really fast. The precision airstrike's coming in pretty fast. That's that guy right there, damn it. And probably a little bit faster than it takes to get a Predator on it. So kind of useful for that. There just hadn't been quite as many on it. But now, game's starting to get closer to the end. Just gonna try and keep them out there and drop all this air support I've got on them. Trying to take turns here with my teammate, shoot the guys, pull them back, trying to get them to come back and let the other one finish them off. Works pretty well normally. Especially when I'm silenced like this and they don't quite know where I am as I work my way around this door. At any rate, I'm just going to take advantage of this nice long open stretch of map and drop a couple airstrikes on it. I've gotten a lucky airstrike earlier, maybe along the dock or along the side by the office. But this way I think I've got a little bit of chance of hitting a couple more guys with that airstrike. Yes, I do know about the boost on the Predator. I just think it's kind of funny to let some guy sit there and acknowledge that he's going to die to it, and there's nothing he's going to do to change that. Things get a little silly here to the end with all the air support, and we're just trying to push them off of A. Everyone's just going to try and pick up another kill before the game ends. I'll try to get this precision airstrike in, but they're already back at C, so I'm gonna make it. Not quite. Oh well. It's a win anyway. It's good. Thanks for watching.